spawn your mom.
Vegas.
Sorry. Be very, very quiet. He's listening to music.
This is ridiculous.
What is that? Sounds like a fan.
10 seconds.
All right. Apparently, we have the attention span of 2-year-olds. But welcome to the Nightly Grind. What is today? The 19th of July? June? 19th of June?
It's 18th of July, man.
The 19th
No
of
pressure.
June. I'm T-Bone.
Benson.
I'm Tortle.
I'm Shadow.
And I'm Ninja.
And tonight we're discussing E3 and all the happenings that have been happening this week. And maybe we'll talk about the Steam sale a little bit, but we'll see about that. So before E3 started, we had Fallout 4. I don't know if anybody wants to talk about that. We talked about that in depth previously. But they did release a little bit more information.
Yes. I'm looking forward to everything in that game, from the crafting system, the different guns you can get, and the mods you can put on guns, and all of it, really. So far, that's been numero uno on my list of what I'm looking forward to from E3. So,
And they gave it a release date, November 10th.
yeah.
Get your pre-orders ready.
There will be women in the
Roll
game.
money at TV screen.
Yeah, the 15 minutes of footage that they showed was pretty
Take
sick.
my money!
The 15 minutes of footage they showed was pretty sick. Character creation and all that looked super sweet, as it always is in a Fallout game.
Oh, it should be. I mean, they pretty much got that shit down to a science by now, you know what I mean?
No.
I do like that you get to create your character before the whole Fallout, happens. That seems pretty cool.
The question I have with that is that what is your character going to be, like 150 fucking years old? Because it ain't like the half-life of plutonium is, 10 years.
That'll be part of the story. We'll see what happens.
This is the main character's great-great-great-great-great grandchild.
All this time you find out you've been on a planet close to a black hole.
So which one of you guys is gonna?
Doing physics on
Oh
her.
wait,
It's
that
gonna
was
be very
Interstellar.
interstellar-like.
Sorry.
Which
Spoiler
one of you guys
alert.
is gonna get the collector's edition to get a Pip-Boy wristband?
I saw that. No,
One.
I'm getting it. I have to.
You have to.
it hooks up with your cell phone or something. Is that what I read?
I don't know. I don't know if the cell phone goes into it. Or
Yeah,
if
or it just powers it. Yeah, I wasn't paying
I
attention.
didn't know if it's synced with it, like wirelessly.
Your phone goes into the Pip-Boy and you wear it on your wrist.
No.
And it basically acts as, the second screen experience, where you can actually look at your physical Pip-Boy and use it as, your inventory screen, your, stats and stuff like that. Basically, the whole in-game menu that you have on your Pip-Boy is what you'll see in real life.
So
Which
it's
I-
going to keep track of your radiation level.
Yeah, pretty much. Your HP, everything.
Yeah.
get cancer for the full experience.
I like how in the video they showed, they were like, based on your the characters you choose, your baby will look differently. And they had 2 white characters, and the baby was black. It's like, they obviously hadn't quite done that yet for the video.
Watch that before they did that.
Well, crap.
That's obviously a setting they haven't quite worked out the kinks on yet. But
Pennsylvania Dutch, huh?
that would be very. It's a cool idea. It's a cool idea nonetheless.
It's an interesting idea, but I
Yeah.
think we spent a lot of time last week talking about Fallout
Yeah.
4, so we jump up to the next thing.
Yeah, the next one was the Walking Dead trailer. I don't know if everybody saw that.
I watched the trailer. I didn't get to see the whole E3 presentation.
And I don't know if there was a full presentation on it.
There wasn't. It was just a trailer then.
I just saw the trailer.
Oh, I only know what I saw in the trailer. I never really went in
Yeah,
depth and looked.
and it
It's
was
just
pretty.
another-
It was pretty
it's another
limited.
zombie game. That's really all I see in it.
Yeah.
Damn it, Carl.
I had heard something. I read something
Oh.
today that said, with PC games generally don't sell very well in Japan, but if they have anything to do with zombies, the sales all of a sudden skyrocket. Like it goes from
You
like
don't punch
1%
babies to get in
to
line.
like 4% sales for Japanese. It's
got zombie.
bizarre.
It is,
Zombie,
it is
we
a
die
national
now.
pastime. It is a national pastime.
It is here too. I mean, people love it here.
Halloween, everybody comes out a zombie.
I don't know, man. I think zombies are gonna slowly burn themselves out. Honestly, there's
think
literally
they
like
already are.
Of course.
if you search zombie on Steam, you're gonna literally find 5,000 games, and if you hit refresh 10 seconds later, there's gonna be 10,000. So it's not like a new thing, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's just being overused right now. Find a new thing.
without a doubt. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
And then Walking Dead 3, or, yeah. Well,
Left 4 Dead
Left
3.
4 Dead 3.
yeah, Left 4 Dead 3.
That we ain't gonna see that. You know Valve can't count to 3.
Dude, after Evolve, they
that's an
better go back to Left 4 Dead 3 and redeem it.
If anything's an example, Benthans is 100% right. We only have Half-Life 2. All right, there's no Half-Life 3, so there's not going to be a Left 4 Dead 3. It just, I think it's binary, or actually binary would
And you also got to remember, we have Team Fortress 2.
not Team Fortress 3.
Exactly.
Technically,
We just keep adding more to it.
Counter-Strike
Jaws
Doors.
It's the same.
Offensive.
It's the same game over and over again.
Just enhance graphics.
Literally, just enhanced graphics.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's the storyline?
I
Runs
remember
out.
the first thing I heard about the fucking global offensive was how they fucked up the AK-47 because they didn't have the same recoil as fucking 1.6. All right, so it's like,
Word.
same sound even. Higher voice actor.
Probably use the same sound file, just cleaned it up a bit.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt.
How could we make a lot of money off of this? We enhanced the graphics by a little bit. By what do you mean by a little bit? We changed 1 pixel.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Good. Good. Our plan is working.
So that's how you feel about that game, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the next one was Battleborn from Gearbox.
I'm actually excited to see this.
Looks a little bit like Borderlands. Same art style, almost.
Well,
Same
it
crew.
feels like
Yeah.
it's a MOBA that meets Team Fortress almost.
Is that a good thing?
I
Yeah,
don't know,
there's a lot of
but
people coming out with these MOBA FPSs recently. I've been,
Yeah, that's becoming a thing, the MOBA FPS.
or at least first person. I mean, not all shooters, but
They're trying to change
first
up the
person
whole
MOBA.
genre, like trying to make create it as their own.
Trying to fuck it
What is
up.
it? Blizzard's doing almost like that with Overwatch. It's kind of like an FPS ish, I think.
Mhm.
Or is it more like a Smite?
It's kind of, it's Blizzard. It's the best of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Blizzard doesn't really make original content. Blizzard takes content that's already out there and kind of streamlines it to make it ubiquitous for everybody. So
and they already have a MOBA with Heroes of the Storm.
yeah, and they got the
So-
card game with Hearthstone. So
See, Battleborn, it's
It's
gonna be
being
an
billed as a MOBA FPS, though.
yes.
Yeah.
When they're talking about it, that's how they are presenting it.
Yeah, it looks that
MOBA
way.
FPS.
Apparently, it's gonna be like, I don't remember exactly what the numbers were, but it's gonna be like 5v5, 6v6. You know,
Yeah.
the teams that have to
I think
destroy.
it's 5.
whatever.
So
And,
it's some of the generic MOBA then. Like
Pretty much.
team-based style.
So it,
Yeah.
it could be interesting. I mean, it's not going to necessarily be a bad thing, but
Well, didn't it also get announced that it's going
These
to be
guys
free
know
to
what to
play?
do.
I hope so, because if it's like $20, I might get it. If it's more expensive, I'm not gonna get it. And if it's free to play, I'll
I don't know, I could-
$60 title.
I could see them doing like a $20 starter edition, like how when Heroes of the Storm first released, you can go into like Walmart, Best Buy, pick up a physical copy of Heroes of the Storm, but it gives you like characters and everything.
Yeah. League of Legends did
basically
that in the
the same thing.
beginning.
League did
Yeah.
the original because Lee
Yeah.
had the demo disc.
Starter.
Yeah, whatever it was, which gave you
Starter
like
pack.
it's like $10, and it gave you like 10 champions and like fucking 5,000 RP or some shit.
I
No,
bought it when it went on sale for $5 and it gave you $15 of RP.
So did
It
I.
was,
Yeah.
it was
So-
originally like 1999. I bought it when it came out and everything. 1999. You get, I think about 10 champions. You get the Kale silver skin,
Yeah.
silver Kale, and supposedly you also got like runes and a weapon or something like that.
You
But
gotta start.
yeah, it basically just gave you a head start and everything.
It'd be interesting to see what they do. I mean, Gearbox definitely knows what they're doing. I like what they've done in the past. I will admit that the Borderlands prequel, while it was great just for the storyline aspect, the game definitely did feel kind of like thrown together.
It was the same.
Yeah, and it's that's not a bad thing. I mean, it
No,
really
not
wasn't a bad thing.
necessarily. No.
And the storyline was hysterical, but it's like that's the only thing that worries me a tad bit. So
Well, that's also the main thing on like the whole Borderlands thing. The reason why we're not getting a 3 right away is because they want something that can top 2. They want something that will be next generation. So we have, I'm guessing maybe virtual reality.
I don't know.
VR is on its way. Big time.
They got to write. We'll talk a little bit about that. They got to write more jokes.
like I said, it should be good. We'll see how it goes. I mean, MOBA's definitely like the flavor of the month when it comes down to shit. Everybody's doing it. League has shown it can be a perfect cash cow, and you can make tons of money off the actual style of the game. So I mean, like the zombies we were joking about 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago, you're gonna see every company release shit. You'll see EA do it. You already have Dota with fucking Steam. So everybody's going to release shit for it. It's just a matter of now it's going to be quantity over quality. Who's going to do it well and who's going to do it trying to make a quick buck. So
Alrighty. And then next was Dishonored 2. I didn't play the first Dishonored, so I don't have too much to say.
I got really nothing.
nobody else here played it?
I think I know you played it, Shadow.
I get to talk.
No, I'm gonna be right back then. So
I mean, I've watched people play it. It wasn't a game that I purchased though.
Dishonored was great. It was an interesting engine. It had a very, very good feel to it. The multiple choices you could do to actually take your objective was fine. It really was open as like an open world game, but you could choose. You pretty much was an open world game to a point. The levels were relatively small, but you had a target of assassination, and you could figure out how you wanted to get to that target of assassination. So you could say it was like Assassin's Creed, but where Assassin's Creed was more like an open world, this was kind of like a more moderate sized map. The game was fantastic. The storyline was pathetically predictable. I mean, it was literally like if you were surprised halfway through the game.
oh, are you having
Your
a
mic
spasm
broke.
there?
Your mic disconnected.
I thought he was having like.
No, yeah.
No.
There we go.
There you go. If you were surprised by the story,
If you
You
were
know-
surprised by the storyline, my God, you need help. I mean, literally, the storyline was so freaking predictable.
You
It
know
was.
what I want to see? A good ninja game like Tenchu from PlayStation. Remember that game?
Oh my
Oh my
God.
god.
Well, listen,
You run across
I
the top
love
of the room.
Tenchu.
Dishonored could be that game.
Yeah.
Dishonored had
Sort
a
of.
lot.
Uh,
Tenchu 2 is a bad example. Tenchu 1 was good.
Hey, it took me a while to find that game. Okay.
but it's like
Tenchu was badass.
that was the only
Blade,
problem.
Ninja
That was the only.
Yeah. Shido.
on the
Bushido
360, they had one called Tenchu Z, and it was multiplayer, and oh my god.
I'm
No,
ready for it.
don't get me wrong, it kind of sucked, but it was a lot of fun when you played multiplayer.
They also had Kendo Way of the Sword for PlayStation 2, which was
How
fantastic.
about we
I
get
think
back
I played
onto the
that
E3
one.
crap?
But, okay, yeah,
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Dishonored.
Dishonored.
But
I-
Dishonored, that's the
Pretty
only thing
fucking-
that worries me about Dishonored. Dishonored had a great engine, a great idea, a great build, but the story was horrible. It like I said, it was so predictable that you literally had to be deaf, dumb, and blind not to understand what the hell.
Maybe that's what Dishonored 2 is, just a rewritten storyline.
It would not shock me. I mean, Dishonored 2 starts off with basically, I know you can choose between a male and a female protagonist in the game. So you literally can choose. I'm not sure who the male protagonist is unless you're picking up the character from the first game.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
the same.
If it is, then you're playing like I guess a 60-year-old man. The girl, the feminine character in the game is actually the daughter of the main character from the first game. So if she's like in her early teens or 20s, I don't know what it is, but
Dishonored 2. This
I
time
would-
we got it right.
yeah, politically correct. But I'm sure both games will play identical. I highly doubt it'll be anything like each character, like the male character and the female character, will have anything unique. I mean, let's be honest here. Not one game that has any kind of like moral choice system or any kind of real choice to the game really has anything about it. I mean, they're usually the same exact game with like one choice that makes a difference. So I don't expect anything major from it. Is it going to be worth buying? Without a doubt. I mean, Dishonored was a fantastic game, but
The cinematics look beautiful. It
dude, the
looks
game-
like it's just
Yeah,
absolute-
it was a good reveal.
thumb up on the game. I mean, it's a fantastic game, but I wouldn't. If you're going for story, I would say.
Well, and you wait for a review for that.
Maybe?
Yeah. I'm thinking about picking it up, or the original up on the Steam sale. I know
Is
it's
it on right now?
Well worth it, man. Well worth it.
but
I think I have it.
it's the second one looks like the whatever character you choose won't really decide anything of the story or anything, but they do have some different what's it called,
Abilities.
abilities and stuff. Yeah.
Abilities.
I'm always tenuous on that because it's just it. I don't know, man. It just seems like junk. I don't know. Usually, it's nothing magical or special. You know. It's not like Tenchu. We'll go back to like 1996.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, the
Where
thing
it's
I
like-
do. I do like about the series is that you can choose whether you want to go in guns blazing or if you want to do the whole stealth.
It's like
approach.
Hitman.
Yeah, so I don't know. It could be fun. I'm gonna play through the first one when it goes on sale and see if I like it before I make a
It's only-
decision on the second one. I think.
Tops, it's only like a 10-hour game. I mean, with your
Mhm.
experience, JT, you're looking at 6 to 8 hours tops. Total. I mean, total playthrough.
So
Yeah.
you call them JT.
Yeah, it's Ninja.
Ninja. It's the background, dude.
Yeah, it is. All right, so up next is Doom.
Doom.
I'm
Oh
ready.
my God,
I'm
it
ready
was
to
a
chainsaw
nightmare.
some people
The
in
answer
half.
is yes.
It looks like they went back to that. I don't want to call it a corridor shooter, but it sort of is a map
Classic.
shooter. Yeah, it's not really because
Classic.
Doom wasn't about corridors. It was more
FPS
explore.
Gauntlet.
Yeah, Gauntlet, exploring the environment. But it looks awesome.
Let's be honest. Do you really think it's going to be that way?
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
I was at work,
It
my
fucking
job and
better be.
everything on the computer, and I had E3 actually up on the other monitor while I was checking tickets and everything, and the Doom was going on, and they're just talking about it. I'm watching the gameplay. I'm just like, I like this. I like where this is going. It looks
You
really-
kill a lot of hellish things, and it looks like.
it kind of reminds me of the classic Doom. Like,
Yeah.
I've never played the classic Doom, but I've seen gameplay of people.
You haven't played the classic, dude?
I know,
Dude,
trust
you
me.
have not lived yet. No, you aren't even alive right now.
The things Doom gave us.
Didn't because the
Go
motion-
back and start over.
Better.
That's what most people have started on was Doom.
Yeah, that was one of my. I think I played Wolfenstein
Remember
3D
next time-
before I played Doom, actually.
Remember your age.
Or
Wolfenstein,
Wolfenstein, yeah. I played that before Doom, I think.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Doom
I-
gave us a lot of things we play on modern games.
It's the great grandfather of first person shooting, you know.
Well, it looks like you can like literally grab skulls and crush them and punch
Yeah.
people and break their skulls.
It looks like there's some. They're not
pretty
like
gory.
preset, but there's like probably a few that they choose from, like sawing somebody in half and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know it's still early and everything in it, but I know Killing Floor 2 and Killing Floor itself, the company Tripwire was working on like the gives where you shoot, how it like spreads and everything. It looked like they had that kind of in Doom, but it was still more preset where you shot the person, oh, their top half flies off.
Yeah.
I would like to see them to have more of the physics where if they get shot in the shoulder, like with the
The
shotgun
shoulder
or
comes
something,
off.
yeah, the shoulder flies off and then they just kind of like limp with that shoulder missing.
It's like a
Keep the
neck,
leg-
a head, and part of a torso left stuck together.
That's a lot of programming. I mean, we've been
Okay.
Torn particularly. We've been talking about that in like first-person shooters since America's Army.
Well,
know.
I mean, like if Tripwire can do it in their Killing Floor game, why can't Doom?
Was
I
it
think
Soldier
it has
of
to break down the
Fortune
code.
where you could do that to some degree? That's going back a ways. But like if you shot a guy in the leg, his leg would blow off. If you shot him in the arm, his arm would blow off. It was a very small degree, but I think it was. I want to say it was Soldier of Fortune, but it's been a while.
Adds to it.
Yeah, it's been. And it was. I mean, it was cheesy then, and it is sort of still now. But
It looks nice
We'll
in
see.
Killing Floor 2 at least. Like they've done a.
Yeah, I watched the
a whole
Killing
bunch.
Floor conversation they had with the developers. That was pretty good.
yeah, and that just came out recently, Killing Floor 2, right?
It's still in early release. It's not actually
yeah,
fully
yeah.
released.
Pretty
yet.
awful. Or,
It's actually 20%
awful
off
footage.
right now. I haven't bought it yet, so
Yeah,
I'm waiting for one of those nice flash deals. Deals
I think it's done tomorrow, and then Sunday is the recap day where you can buy things if you missed it.
Yep.
So it hasn't been
likely.
very good, but we'll talk about that later if we have time.
Prices have gone up slightly.
So the
Here we
next is the HoloLens,
Oh,
which
yeah.
blew my mind. and if it's any, I know that there's like when they first showed it, I remember there's some issues with the field of view being only like 40 or 50 degrees, something like that. But if it ends up being anything like what they showed, it's
go play
the
Minecraft
future
with
of
all
how we're playing games. It was mind blowing, and I think they
Yeah,
blew a lot of
it's-
people's minds when they did that.
I watched a video they did like a few months ago with the freaking robot where they basically were able to add an AI program over top of an inlay of like a little freaking like Roomba basically, and they were able to actually show it. Dude, it's amazing what they can do with that tech. And now I don't really trust Microsoft to really like go crazy with it, but I can't wait to see what the modding community does with it, because you know they're gonna have a field day with that. Microsoft's gonna hate it. The modding community will make that.
I don't know. I think Microsoft.
Everyone's gonna show Microsoft a better way to do it.
I don't know. I think Microsoft might actually be accepting on it. They might. I mean, like if they took Minecraft, and Minecraft is one of the biggest modded games.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many mods for the game itself.
And Microsoft owns it now.
I
They
know
bought it
that's what
for
I'm getting
this.
at,
That's what they
so-
bought it for. I mean, when Microsoft bought Minecraft, they bought an entire generation of gamers. All of my nephews play Minecraft, and my
I play
nieces play
Minecraft.
Between Everybody plays Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Who's
You play
between
Minecraft,
8?
Play
I play
Minecraft.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if
like
it's-
between 8 and 12, that's all they do is play Minecraft right now. So it was a brilliant purchase.
I look beyond that. I mean, it's like I grew up watching fucking like Ghost in the Shell and other fucking animes like that. I mean, what you could possibly do with that type of technology from a gaming standpoint is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't trust Microsoft. Microsoft will be Microsoft, just like every other company out there. Once you hand that technology to the consumer market and you let the modding community fucking have their way with that shit, my God. I mean, half the shit that comes out, the modders who make it.
It's a totally different game.
Exactly. Because it doesn't matter how much they copyright it, how much they lock it behind it. You hand that to a programmer who has got time and fucking skill. He's going to turn that shit into something that you're never going to fucking realize. So that's my excitement over it. Microsoft will try to make money off it. Modders will make it fucking amazing.
Look what they did with Battlefield Desert Combat.
Without a doubt, man.
They made it into their own game, pretty much. And they
I'm waiting for the virtual reality of a full dive system. That's what I'm waiting for.
God, it's just
dive system.
Basically, none of you seen Sword Art Online, Mr. Anime guy over here?
Okay, we're talking. Okay, well, if you're gonna go Sword Art Online, you're gonna
I'll-
jump back to fucking what the hell you're talking about. Oh shit.
Dot hack.
Dot hack, which
Yeah.
was the whole idea of a fucking interactive 3D virtual device.
Well,
3D.
at the same
Yeah.
time, they didn't have that in Dot Hack. It wasn't that.
I thought Dot hack still.
No,
Well,
they
either
got,
way.
they got sucked into the game in Dot Hack.
Yeah, but they were still using a VR fucking set.
No, they weren't. They were actually just in front
What
of
the hell am I thinking about that?
Or what about Ready Player One? Did you all read that, or
Somebody's getting older.
did you read read the book or listen to the audiobook? Anybody?
Nah.
Nobody?
Still younger than you.
Get the book. Get Ready Player One because it's about
Best
this.
book
It's
ever.
about
That's the best
it's fantastic. The writer is very good.
Done.
Kim
Done.
liked it.
I've heard
I got it
that
somewhere
book.
over here.
But
He has a new
I'm-
book
I'm
coming
waiting
out
for
very
the
soon,
full
too.
dive system. I think that would be amazing.
That's the tech. See, that's the shit that it will happen if you hand that tech to people. Modders will make that shit happen, and it's if you look at the way gaming is right now, most of the games we play are not because some fucking company designed it. It's because some fucking modder basically.
The only limits on modders are the limits you put on them.
Exactly.
Give them something to let them do it. They'll bring you back something you never thought they would come up with.
Like DayZ.
Yeah, it'll just progress and grow in a totally different way than you
Well,
thought it would.
most modders like started off as just modding, and then suddenly they have a job at a big corporation and creating great games.
Like Dean Hall. I mean, he went from nothing and then made DayZ, and all of a sudden he's making a new game, whether
He
you
was
like
still
him or
working
not.
for
But
Bethesda, though, so
What's the
or
next
I-
game?
well, he wasn't when he started. Then they bought the rights to DayZ, and he started working there, and he left.
As
And that's a whole
Torn was
mess. But
talking, or you were talking about earlier with the aspect of like Battlefield 1942 Desert Combat mod basically became Battlefield 2. It wasn't a actual EA in-house system. It was something that
Yeah,
was
it got rid of the
completely
limits
online
of.
modders.
It got rid of the limits of EA.
Yeah,
That's what it did.
and
So
now
like
you
I said-
can't mod Battlefield games at all.
well, that yet again, there's only one company that works with modders right now, and I use works in quotations, and that would be Activision, and only through Blizzard. And Blizzard
Bethesda does a
basically
little
uses
bit.
modders to design their next update. That's it. You can mod whatever Blizzard game comes out, but they're going to basically sue your ass into oblivion if you try to make money off of it. And more than likely, the next big update they come out with is going to be your mod. So, but it's modders are the future, man. Not corporations. It's modders that are going to make the shit happen. They're the
Well,
ones
would you say that with Minecraft too? A lot of the mods that started with Minecraft are now incorporated in Minecraft.
That's it, man. It's kind of like the ultimate catch-22 with gaming, where if you're a modder and you make something that everybody likes, you're kind of fucked. It might get you money because the company might
You're
hire.
also pushing gaming. You're also pushing some gaming, and you're pushing it to a better place sometimes.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt.
Let's do the next game, yo.
Yeah. Next is Sea of Thieves. Did anybody see that video?
I'm
Too
watching
bad
it as we
JT's
speak.
not
Just
here.
watched it.
Too bad JT's not here because I'm sure he would be
Yeah.
super excited about
Pretty
it.
much.
It looks like a pirate. I think it's an MMO.
Yeah.
On an Xbox?
Piratey. I think it's
Yeah, Xbox,
is it Xbox and PC though.
maybe.
I think it was a Windows 10. I think that was one of those
thing.
Windows 10 things. I'm not
Probably
sure.
Windows 10, yeah.
But it looks pretty cool. I don't have too much to say about it.
Xbox One and Windows 10 is what it says.
Yeah.
It's
looks
got a
like-
nice graphic. Like it's cartoony, but at the same time not completely like hardcore cartoony.
Yeah. It's got a unique art style for sure.
The water looks
It
gorgeous.
just says Xbox One at the end. It doesn't say.
It says Windows 10 as well. I just checked.
Yeah.
And Microsoft did a lot of that this E3. They did a lot of Xbox and Microsoft and Windows 10 crossover stuff, which
Platforms, man. They're pushing their platforms.
yeah. But I'll give it to them for finally realizing that they shouldn't really have too many exclusives. They talked about maybe bringing Halo to the PC.
Oh, they talk about like the huge bundle pack of just bringing one
Yeah.
remade all the way up to 5 and everything.
Right.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. They own it now, so the only thing that really kept it from PC was Bungie, because Bungie kind of has like I hate PC like in their DNA.
Well, the first one came out on PC, the
Only
Combat
because
Evolved.
it was forced to.
Yeah, and it wasn't the same.
That was a horrible.
Yet again, the modding community went, "Fuck you, Bungie. We can release it on PC." And Bungie went, "We want money." So they kind of released like a half-ass thing to PC. So
Don't they have Halo Online now? That's causing a bunch of problems for.
Their Master Chief Collection had a huge problem. But back to
Oh,
Sea of
dude,
Thieves.
Don't even get started on that. That
Back to
It's
Sea
still
of
having
Thieves.
issues right
Back to Sea of
now.
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, it
Um,
looks like it could be pretty fun. Like just the idea of piracy in general and being out on the sea and doing what you want to is.
I like the water.
It's interesting to a point, but there was another game that came out a few years ago, which the name totally fucking eludes me right now.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
No, that did
No,
it right.
it's, hold on, I got it.
Yeah, Torn probably knows what I'm
Pirates
talking
of
about.
something.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. They do. there is a
Pirates of
Pirates
Penzance.
MMO though, but I heard it's horrible. But there was supposedly another game I can't remember that came out that offered the same thing, and it's like it's any MMO. It sounds great in theory, but in practice, rarely does it ever work properly. And it's not that it's a question of it's a bad idea; it's that trying to get the balance right, it's insanely difficult. You know, Blizzard knows what they're doing when it comes to MMOs, and it's probably due to the fact that the majority of the people that are playing MMOs now grew up playing Warcraft, or at least got indoctrinated to MMOs playing Warcraft.
Torn.
Fuck you, Torn. All right, but people like me who are like 10 years younger than Torn, grew up playing like Ultima, which basically was like kick your teeth in style MMO, and it's like Blizzard is basically, and Bone played frickin' RuneScape. So I mean that's another one where it's like you had to, if you want to do anything in those games, it wasn't like push a button and do it. It
It was
like you had
grind.
to- yeah, 3 months doing it. Yeah.
So I'm
RuneScape
using a
was the
sword
grind
now,
fest.
and this sword has 0 hit chance, so I better start swinging it at a rat.
Yeah. And it's like now it's like you got a sword, you're now automatically like Jet Li with that fucking sword. It's
2
like
days later, okay,
Yeah.
I'm moving from this rat to a goblin. Yes.
Okay.
but it's like I love the idea, but it's the same issue I have with Star Citizen. It's like Star Citizen's like my addiction, but at the same time, you know, I have show me the money. You know what I mean? It's like it's great to talk about ideas, but show me what you're actually gonna do. Because every MMO talks about how great things are gonna be, but as soon as they're released, you play them and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? So,
Yeah, especially with something like that that's so new and untested. There's definitely a wait and see.
and everybody's gonna be a pirate.
Yeah.
Well, it's called Sea of Pirates or Sea of Thieves, and thieves technically are pirates. on
Yeah, I
the
don't
sea.
think there's any way not to be a pirate.
Yeah.
The next
What are you
game
gonna
is
be?
Star Wars Battlefront.
Okay. Okay. I'm kind of with everyone else where they're kind of ruining it, but it looks gorgeous.
Looks
it
good.
does look really good.
It looks
I'm
nice and
sure I'll
everything,
pre-order it before it comes out.
but it looks amazing and everything, but removing stuff that.
I'll wait and see on it.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna get enough criticism that they'll probably add stuff slowly back.
I'll be pre-ordering. There's no.
Torn, you're just rich. You're just filthy rich, so you can.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Towards letting us know he is a Star Wars, not a Trekkie.
I am a
So-
Star Wars nerd as well, but I'm not gonna waste my money in a game that I'm not gonna
I don't know.
like.
I'm gonna wait. I know it's supposed to come out this November. I think. Am I right? Wrong?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
See if it lets us
Well,
know.
I don't know.
11/17 is what it says.
I don't know. It's iffy right now. I know a lot of the guys that I work
11/17.
with are like they were excited, and then it's like, yep, nope. It's all what they're removing and what's only gonna be in the game. And like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can go screw yourself. I'm good.
No iron sights. Thumbs down.
Well, there's like no storyline either. Isn't it just like a
Was
pure-
there no iron sights?
There's no iron sights in the
Well,
game.
at least
They
in the
already came
video.
out and said there's no iron sights.
Oh, really?
Which makes sense
Hmm.
because stormtroopers can't hit the broadside of a barn. But I mean, you know, it's like
I saw a cartoon today about something about like a stormtrooper not being needed. And he puts a gun up to his head to shoot himself and hits the wall on the other side. Anyways,
I don't.
it's a
know.
wait and see for me.
Yeah,
I'm in the same boat. Wait and see.
it
if
looks
it's-
like it could be fun, but I mean, it does look amazing. But, I
Yeah.
don't know.
The game engine's fantastic. I mean, Battlefield 4 is fucking beautiful when it comes to graphics. And
Well,
if
they're
you,
using Frostbite, aren't they?
yeah, Frostbite is fantastic, and I think the game is built off the Frostbite engine.
Frostbite
got the
2 or
rig-
whatever.
If you have the rig to run Frostbite at max settings, the engine is phenomenal.
And they were using Mantle in Battlefield 4, if I'm correct.
Mhm.
only way to run it.
If you're
Yeah,
running
they-
AMD, guess what? You probably had the best frames.
Damn right.
I'm not being biased or anything. Just Red team.
Yeah.
But it's like there's no iron sights. They've already pretty much come out and they've already admitted most of what you're seeing is going to be scripted elements in the battlefield, which means that like the AT-AT walkers and shit like that are not going to be usable. They're just going to be background footage, which it might be beautiful, but that don't mean shit.
Well,
I
it looks
wanna
like you
shoot
can
the
get in and
motherfucker.
shoot, but you can't actually drive them, maybe, or something like that.
They said the big walkers, no, they're going to be total background, like the actual fucking
That's-
Imperial walkers.
Bullshit.
I remember playing
Yeah.
the original game where you could actually drive them and like take them down and everything.
Yeah, but dude, you're looking at like 1990 or 2003 tech.
If they could do that on a PS2, they could do it on a goddamn PS4.
No, they
Yeah.
can't because they,
I
Go
think
ahead.
there's going to be a lot of stuff that they're not incorporating right now that they definitely are going to put in the game.
You could
If-
buy it for $9.99.
I mean, if they want to make money, they're going to have to.
that would see it's EA. They're going to make money and they're going to put everything behind a paywall. And I'm not going to knock EA on that. I have Battlefield 4. I have premium. Full disclosure, I love Battlefield 4. But it's just, they're going to put it behind a premium wall and you're going to basically be paying 25 cents or $5 for every fucking thing you want. It's just, I am one of the few people that remember playing the original Battlefield Star Wars or whatever it is, Battlefront, and it was shit. It was horrible. Battlefield, it was horrible. Yeah, I remember playing it on the fucking like Xbox Live and just the original Xbox, and it was just like this game is shit, and it's just it.
Depends on how you played it. I played it with my kid. My kid loved the shit out of that game. It was
Yeah.
fun for
I
kids.
play on a
Oh, I had
PS2.
fun.
So.
JT's gonna give me a dirty look. Counter Strike's a lot of fun, but if you play other games, it's their other games are better.
Give him a nasty look.
Is he
Dude.
here?
Where's
Ninja.
JT? I don't think.
Ninja.
You need a piece of paper with JT's face on it. Just,
I like
posters
pirates.
I can put up
we
on
need to get another laptop or something to.
it says everybody's name on their box too.
but I can't read that. No.
The Nightly Grind podcast.
The nightly grind is like gonna kick my ass totally.
Okay.
Let's beat my ass up.
Dude, he's sitting up now. He's like, motherfucker.
So the next game is South Park.
Okay, that
Is it
trailer.
really?
Pre-order.
That trailer was hilarious.
Unfortunately,
Pre-order.
Guys, change games.
I feel this is a game. If you like South Park, you may like the game. If you do not watch South Park, there is no reason for you to even invest any time in looking at it.
Right.
I laughed at it. I didn't. Torm's gone. There he
Yeah,
is.
well, there he is.
Oh, switching sides.
I'm never going to pre-order another game except for South Park.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit on that. You're gonna pre-order another game besides that.
Torrance will
I
mute
don't know.
himself.
There's not a lot to say about it. I mean, the Stick of Truth was amazing. If you like South Park and their comedy, it's gonna be good. But
I love South
I
Park.
thought that whole trailer was great. I've never played the Stick of Truth. I do want to pick it up eventually and play it.
it's well worth it.
Dude.
Your tit.
Dude, I cannot sit through that much fucking.
Stop it.
Oh God.
Alright.
I'm a grown ass man.
hilarious.
I'm a grown-ass man.
No, you're
All right,
not.
all right. We gave South Park more than enough time than it deserved.
Okay, moving on to the next subject.
The next is Final Fantasy VII Remake,
No.
which will very likely be on PC, is my understanding
Yeah.
of how I saw
That'll
it.
be like Michael
Gonna
Bay
be
remaking
PlayStation
Teenage
first.
Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh wait, that happened.
Okay,
Don't do
I
that.
Don't.
Yeah, don't even try and relate the two together.
Actually,
It'd be like if the original team came together and remade it.
He might be
Yeah.
right on that kind of thing. Let's see, they had an interview. Gotta find where it was. That the main storyline guy, the guy that helped really created the Final Fantasy world, he will be adding to the story. It could be bad, it could be good.
Could be
mean
good.
So the story is gonna be changed.
Here's the question: who here played originally Final Fantasy VII and actually beat it? Okay, Torn, you're like, wow.
Torn's not saying shit, so he
He didn't have those
Dude,
4
I'm
discs
excited,
or whatever it
but
was.
The point is, I mean, it was a great game. Remaking it, it's like any other great game being remade.
What are
8
you-
was better.
I
Nine
liked
was
8.
better.
I really
Eight.
liked 8. I have 8 on
It was
PC.
good.
9 is amazing. 9 is
9's good
like,
too.
No,
It's
you
like
don't say
Underdog.
that. You don't
8 and 9 I
say
really
that.
liked. 9 was the one that came out on 9999, wasn't it?
something like that. Yeah.
Or was it
I
8?
think so, yeah.
It was one
And
either 8 or 9
came
came out.
out, and that's also like the next year, or a couple months later or so, the PS2 came out or something like that. So 9 was forgotten.
Yeah. 9
Because-
wasn't. I never played 9. 8 was fantastic. 7 is.
It,
The
it was
prob-
it was a new thing in the time. Like, oh my god, 3D models.
7 was fantastic. The storyline was schizophrenic.
Go boobs.
The storyline was schizophrenic, and the fact that it had 4 discs is,
Well,
you know.
well, no, 7 had 3. Don't make me fucking get it. I got it on my goddamn.
Get it out, damn it.
Prove me wrong. No.
Well,
Okay,
I
that-
think
I will fucking prove you wrong. I just gotta find the right one. That's Parasite Eve.
I think the
Anyways,
thing here is it's a remake. It looks gorgeous, and any Final Fantasy VII fan is going to buy it.
it's gonna print money. There's no doubt about it.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
print
gonna
money,
make
yeah.
money, but oh my god, where the fuck is it?
And it could be amazing, and I could buy
Square-
it day 2.
Squaresoft, aka Square Enix, has realized that all they have to do is remake any, or not even remake, just take any classic Squaresoft game and put it on PC,
Okay.
and it will print money. All right, they
Disc
still have like
1,
He's gonna prove you wrong.
It's 4,
Disc 2,
4
Disc
discs.
3.
I said 4 discs before, didn't I?
no, I said 4 discs. You're
I
wrong
thought
too.
Oh,
I
look
thought
at
it was
it.
4 discs.
3 disc,
Oh
motherfucker.
man, I thought it was 4. He probably lost one.
and the majority of the game is played on the first disc inside the first city. All right.
Actually,
wait
no,
for credit.
yes and no. Yes and no. It
Wait.
does get you to like past the Chocobo house and everything. Chocobo Farm.
Anyways,
I don't.
No, I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it because it's Final Fantasy VII. It's nostalgia on like steroids, but
But yet,
honestly, man, it's Final Fantasy VII. It from all the Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy VII had the most like schizophrenic storyline that didn't fucking end.
Well,
It's
it might also been that.
spoiler.
It's also the translation errors that occurred too that doesn't help.
The game didn't end.
Actually,
Spoiler
it-
alert.
It kind of
Turn
didn't.
away, look away. It didn't end.
I don't know. I think Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 8 felt like it
And
didn't
it's
end. That was-
45
that was
fucking
15.
minutes of stars.
So, how
No,
about that No Man's Sky?
yeah, No Man's Sky is
Oh,
next.
Hey, I got
No.
Don't no. You don't do this shit. He goes on a rant and I don't get to do my shit. What the hell?
Let him have his time.
You have 30 seconds.
One, I'm gonna butcher his name.
25 seconds.
Nomura, whatever his name is.
20
he's
seconds.
gonna keep in the comical things, so that's a plus.
15.
You guys are assholes.
Okay, No Man's Sky is
Fucking
next.
assholes.
Alright, so anyway, No Man's
Fucking
Sky.
assholes.
No
We
Man's
had
Sky.
Everything set up that I could do this, and Shadow steals the spotlight.
What are your thoughts on No Man's Sky?
I think Final Fantasy 7 will be amazing.
I agree, it could be. I think No Man's Sky
Fucking asshole.
is interesting. We know very little about it.
When they talked to developers said, "Don't look at this like you can hop on with your buddies and play."
Yeah, which is
The universe
annoying.
is so big and you spawn so far away from each other, you could never find each other. You
Is that
find
that-
remnants of each other, but you probably will not.
So it's like
never-
a pseudo single player game.
Is that thing you
Shadow shit.
It's
is
just a discovery game where you can discover worlds and plants.
Yeah, and they're randomly generated to a small degree.
No, they're completely randomly generated.
But they're all based on some
Yeah, they
basic
start with a
information that they
certain
have.
amount, and then they
Right.
just,
Oh, you're lagging out.
Exactly. That
Hang on, I'm
perfect
lagging.
sense. It's
Okay, go.
what's the point of you got 80/40. What the fuck are you lagging for?
It could be Zoom. It could be Zoom.
We're never gonna let you down from that. Look,
So you want me to upload feed, please?
See, that's the exact point there. What's the point of having such a massive fucking galaxy if people spawn on like the exact opposite sides of it? You're never gonna find each
And
other.
he's brought up a good point too. Like, it's or essentially you're exploring these planets, you know, discovering minerals, plants, certain species. Why?
well, there's actually you're tasked with being. It's like in the future when everybody is like moving out in the universe and trying to plot it and chart it.
So that's your
But
job.
there are bad guys. You're gonna encounter, you know, hostiles that want to kill you.
And since you're by yourself, I'm sure that'll turn out just fine and peachy.
Dude, I could take them all on.
Well, I guess you might run into other people, but the chances of you actually finding your friends are going to be slim to none.
Well, you can kill, but you probably be able to kill people and steal their data. If they don't post their data like they found, you can steal it. You get credit forever.
See, and
Anytime anybody launches the game, you get credit for all the shit you do.
I will revert back to the classic can o' beans theory that Daisy brought out. People will kill you over a can of beans. So
They'll kill you because they can. They don't.
Yeah,
need a
so they're
reason.
dicks.
Yeah.
the international dick line.
the dick that kept killing me.
Until you find your dead body and see they didn't steal anything.
Did anybody watch the No
So
Man's
they're
Sky
just a
video?
sociopath.
Yes.
Okay, even better.
Which video?
Did you
The
watch
one that
that?
was released.
The 5-minute one? The 5-minute video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, that tells you everything about, you know, basically about the game.
Yeah.
I say it sounds like it's an interesting idea, and it's another one of those where it's like I see it as more of a path than actually an actual game. It's something that's going to set
Look.
the actual like foundations for the next game. You
We've
know.
gone on a big scientific universal kick with everything.
Thank you, Star Citizen.
Start movies, games, they're all heading that way.
Yeah, the first thing they said is, this is not Star Citizen.
Yeah.
Like,
We are not Star Citizens.
I swear, it's not Star Citizen.
We are our own, and it's gonna be released PS4 and PC at launch. At the same time, I think they said.
Something
or I
like
read.
that. Or close to each other, at least.
And see, I'll jump back to that Star Citizen thing. Thank you, Chris Roberts, for showing that that type of game is not only financially possible, but it's
PC is here to stay.
yeah, it's the aspect that people like that type of element.
It pissed
And
me off that there was such a big push to go to consoles. And PC is where it all starts with.
toward where brothers in the PC elitist feel, right?
PC
Damn.
Master Race.
Damn right. I got the water cooling to prove it, okay?
I'll beat you to death with your console system.
Hey, I still have consoles, but I still choose my PC.
That's why I don't trust you. You're a little sketchy. You're a little sketchy. You're not like a purist. You're kind of like, oh, I can play some consoles. That's all
No,
good."
no, I have them because they look pretty on my TV.
Your stream, bud.
I'm podcasting.
I'll be right back, guys. He took a poo poo.
Bones got to play father right now.
Hey, yeah, it comes first, man.
Yeah.
Like, real life comes
What are you
first.
talking about, Tord? I grew up when we gamed when your kids were still like potty trained and shit.
That's
You were
true.
potty
That's
trained.
true.
So, okay, I think we should move to probably our last segment here.
Dude, my oldest is 18, dude. 18.
Near.
Yeah, which means he was like 10,
He was like 5
fucking
or 6.
6 when we started playing.
6, yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
who played the first Mirror's Edge?
I've never
I
played it,
did.
but I
played-
heard it was good. It was a good game.
It was.
I played
alright.
through on platform.
Yeah. Bum bum bum.
I never played Mirror's Edge. I heard it was a stinking pile of shit. But
I heard the opposite. I heard it was great. It just didn't get good advertising.
People didn't understand what they were looking at.
It wasn't a bad game at all.
It was a
but
really good game. I enjoyed it.
it-
You just had to know what you're getting involved with.
Yeah.
Who's making? I think Dice is making it. No.
I think it was one of those things where it was the standard like AAA game problem where they overhyped what it actually was, and it kind of fell short of everybody's expectations.
I think it's the opposite. I don't think they really hyped about it at all. explaining what it was.
But people bought it and they expected to be able to go to a third person to deal with things and stuff like that, and it isn't like that. Everything's first person.
But on the other hand, it's been so long since the original came out. I was still working at Blockbuster at that fucking time.
Punk Buster,
You're looking at like
Video
11
Nostra.
years, you know. So, yeah.
I don't know. I think number 2 looks great. As on the forums, Torrent says, no levels, no loading screens, just free roam.
Yeah.
And I heard there might even be some sort of combat system this time. I don't know if that's true.
Even
Well,
the one
Melee
trailer-
would help.
The one trailer they had for Mirror's Edge 2, it had combat going on in it, where she like jumped, snapped some guy's neck, kept parkouring away.
I don't know, man. The entire idea behind the first game was supposedly you were like a messenger trying to escape the ever-present evil people, quote unquote. So I don't understand why a runner would need to engage in combat. Wouldn't they want to run away from said combat?
Well, if they can't, if the only route they can take is in front or has 2 guys shooting at her,
Then they're a bad fucking runner. The runner avoids combat. I don't know,
I'm
man.
saying that's the only route she can take, though.
So what you're saying is okay, no, I'm not gonna say what you're saying, but so the next
I just said what I was saying.
Mirror Edge 3 is going to be Mirror Edge 3, Call of Duty 12.
I like Mirror's Edge 1. Do I think Mirror's Edge 2 will do good? Yeah.
You think
I
it's
don't think
times fast?
I think some people will get it and they'll play it for a little bit and just fucking toss it.
I think it's like all these other sequels where it's gonna sell.
More of the same.
If people like the first one, they'll buy a second one immediately.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like the first one was bad. It's just the fact, like I said, I remember the main thing I hear about it was the expectation didn't live up to the actual product. But like I said, what game does, realistically, you know?
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have no idea. I just wanted to see you go. Well, really?
What
You got something.
You got an answer?
quick like poll here. What game have any of you bought in the past, we'll say 5 years, that you've maybe pre-ordered or bought like day of release that lived up to the hype that the game was actually fucking supposed to do?
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands,
New Vegas.
Dark Souls 2.
I was not happy with Dark Souls 2.
You're an asshole, fuck you.
I haven't played it.
Next.
New Vegas.
I don't know. I was pretty happy
GTA.
with.
We knew what GTA was going to be, though, because it came out on consoles first.
So, Borderlands 2 is the only one I think I will accept, because Borderlands 2 was
Hey.
fucking
Battlefield 4.
awesome. Battlefield 4 sucked ass for like the first 6 months.
And
Battlefield's
that-
always-
Sucks ass.
I don't know.
What is-
I like Destiny. Destiny's pretty. I like it. You know what? It's coming to the PC eventually.
Dark Souls 2, I
And
would give a
I
positive.
won't buy it.
Dark Souls, you know what? I might actually.
You should
buy-
have said, name a game that isn't a sequel that's come out in the past 5 years.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Name a game that isn't a sequel that came out of the past 5 years. My God, you're really much. What is there?
Destiny, Pokemon X.
Well, if you
Destiny
say that
is
wasn't a
Halo on
sequel,
steroids.
that eliminates pretty much every game that we can list.
Talk about it.
Hold on. I can think of a game.
Where's the Jeopardy?
Final Fantasy Type 0.
What is it? What is it? What?
Final Fantasy Type 0, he said.
No.
It's not a sequel. It's not.
It's Final Fantasy. They're up to
You
like.
have to step out
35.
back and kick your own ass for that answer.
There, done.
We have so many Final Fantasies. They're running out of Roman numerals. Okay.
That's why they're remaking shit.
So, did you guys see anything else at E3 that you want to talk about?
Will you watched
Let's
the?
see, Kingdom Hearts 3 looks pretty sexy.
Oh gosh, you watched the PC show, right? We were on last night. Anybody else watch the PC show?
I
PC
watched
show.
a little bit of it, only for the AMD part though, because I was at work.
That was at the very beginning and then at the very end.
You know, you go fuck yourself. Project Quantum looks amazing.
Okay, AMD fanboy. Thank
I-
you.
I thought it was cool. I
And
thought
that's our input from AMD.
I thought it was cool that they had a PC show. I thought Day 9 was trying way too hard. I know a lot of
That's
people like
D9
him.
in general.
It was it was cringeworthy. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The
Um,
show was actually put together by AMD and PC Gamer. I'm happy that it happened.
Yeah, and I thought they had a lot of info. Some of it didn't need to be in there, and it was really like bang, 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 bang. They did a lot of stuff.
Well, one thing I generally heard, and I don't know if I haven't had a chance to actually verify it yet, Az told me that PC for the first time in God knows how many years PC sales have actually beaten out console sales. Has anybody actually heard that?
They're on the way up.
I know they're on the. I know they had.
I knew
Parts
they
sales
were
were up.
rising, but I didn't know they actually are getting went that far.
I mean,
I don't know if they've. I don't
Master
know if they've
race.
gone.
look how many
I don't
people
know if they have
play
the console.
played StarCraft. Look how many people played League.
Well, I think
but if you,
I think the free to play
South Korea, you're kind of like cutting into those numbers.
I think the free to play aspect of a game is also what's pulling people to buying a PC. It's like, wait, I don't have to pay for this game, really?
You mean I don't have to pay for this game, but I can insert my credit card and get shit for free?
Riot, new skins. Oh my god!
Okay, how
No
many?
kidding. I'll buy
A little show of hands here. How many people here have put $100 or more into League of Legends?
$100.
Bone, raise your fucking hand.
I haven't bought much in that. I mean,
JP?
maybe.
Ninja, raise your fucking hand. Bullshit. I'm calling.
Not that much money.
I haven't put that much
Bullshit.
money into League of
I'm a
Legends.
fan.
He
but
doesn't want it.
I put $100.
How many people here have put in $100 into World of Tanks? Torn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually buys you something,
Free
though.
to play.
That does buy you things. It's not like Candy Crush, where you pay for more rolls.
Wait.
Candy Crush is not a fucking video game.
Yes.
It does
Wait.
buy you things. You can
Give me
take
a
all
turn,
that
so we'll be
free
right back.
experience you're earning every time you play the game and get shit for free.
Here's the point of that though. Like a lot of people, especially a lot of my friends, have asked me a lot of questions about PC gaming, and my big point is when you go to PC gaming, your games are a lot cheaper than if you were buying them for a console.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt.
You can
Also,
get games
they have
today
a
for
lot
$2
more
on
sales
Steam
going
sale.
because They have a lot more websites that you can order from. Physical copies you can get on sale for a whole bunch. Like, look at Amazon Prime. My roommate, he picked up, I think it was Hardline on the Xbox One. I know, Xbox One, yada, yada, yada. Either way, he picked it up because he has a lot more friends on it. But he got it, I think it
Sounds
just
like
came
fun.
out. It just came out, and like a month later or so, he picked it up for like 50% off. Physical copy, not digital. Physical copy, 50%
See,
off.
I'll double that up to a point as well. I mean, you can get shit dirt cheap with Steam, a la the Steam sale right now. But I'll even go further and go, it's from a company kind of backing. I don't know the exact term you could use for it, but from an aspect of if you put in money into World of Tanks, if you put in money to League of Legends or whatever it is, you're actually taking that money and giving it to the company, which means that the company can actually use that money to actually make the game better versus actually paying EA, or not EA, but like going to any of the industries out there and actually spending money like through like GameStop or Walmart or whatever, where the companies that make the game are making like minimal fraction of profit off that game. So they're actually, the money you put in is actually going towards making the game better versus paying some third party money because they're selling it, you know?
And that's why League has been able to do the graphical updates smoothly like that. They've been able to release champions. They've been able to release smooth patch notes without breaking the game too badly. Like, yes, there are sometimes
They haven't fixed the client yet.
League is falling into the same idea of America's Army back in the day, and yet again, I'm showing off my PC gaming fucking wings. But
I don't see
anytime
them.
they fix something, they break 10 other things. So
Not always.
Well,
But they
Bullshit,
usually
you
add a
know.
lot more than what they break. That's the thing, though.
Yeah, like they had the Caitlyn bug with this last one, and they just disabled
No,
her.
it
Well, they
wasn't
fixed
Caitlyn,
it.
was
they just
Caitlyn and Jace.
disabled her.
A Sivir or something?
Well, no, Caitlyn and Jace. Jace. both
Yeah,
of them
Jace had a
were
problem
disabled.
too.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, at least they like, oh crap, we screwed up. Disable. You
We'll
can't
fix
do
it.
that.
Yeah. And
Like
they fixed
said,
it within a
same
week,
with
I think.
Arthas and a couple other champions, like in other patches, where it's like, we found that we just got notified of this bug, blah blah blah. We're fixing them. They're disabled at the moment, so people can't abuse them.
Usually when they're game breaking bugs, they get on it.
Oh, it was Caitlyn and Sivir, but Sivir wasn't the huge bug. It was Caitlyn.
Caitlyn caused a bug on Sivir. If she ulted Sivir when and her spell shield was up, you'd be able to see her in the fog of war.
Yep.
So they disabled her, both of them,
Yep.
Either way,
no, it was
the
just
aspect
or just
that,
Caitlyn. Just Caitlyn, yeah.
either way, it's the aspect that they actually can. It's like I said, the money's going straight to the company. It's not going through a proxy.
And they're investing in
So-
esports and things like that. So
And
Wait, how is
making
this part of E3?
tons of cash that we'll never see.
it's not really.
So one thing I saw at A3 that I thought was pretty interesting, which
it
I
Fury?
normally don't, it's Nintendo. I saw
Star Fox.
a couple of things. They had some
Me?
pretty interesting stuff.
Wait,
but
hold
the
on for a
thing that
second.
I'm talking about is Mario Maker. It's pretty cool. It's something they should have done a long time ago.
People,
But
I've heard other things saying like they don't want a Mario creator, they want a Zelda creator. Like create your own 2D Zelda dungeon.
I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm gonna go on the record. If Nintendo ever pulls its head out of its own ass and actually starts making shit for PC, it would be one of the biggest fucking companies on the planet.
that'll
because-
never happen.
It'll never happen.
They just
But-
started the phone market.
Imagine Nintendo's Mario Party 8 on Steam.
I could
Just-
see a
just
lot
imagine.
of I could see the clan just going at it hardcore.
It's a game that is designed for fucking friends and just having fun with other people.
Fun.
How many
Bloodshed.
PC would like eat that shit up and what? My God, my God.
Calm down. Calm down. But no, I don't know the E3 PC gaming thing. I think it was needed because like PC gaming doesn't get its share and everything. It's like, oh, this game was created for console. We're gonna port it over. No. Build it separately. Like build it for the PC also. Don't just port over and have a crappy edition of it.
Yeah.
I did like also the hardware aspect. I know this is going on to the whole AMD fanboying crap thing, but I'm sorry, Fury looks amazing. I'm excited for that.
Fury? Explain.
Fury, or what the codename was going, is the Fiji. Fiji is, I guess, the chip and everything in it. The actual card is going to be called Fury, based off of the original ATI Rage Fury or something like that.
Yeah, I
card
heard
were
that. They talked
high-end
about that at the
cards back
PC
then.
show.
I know the AMD, or AMD in general, they want to go back to not just like, oh, we're gonna go mid and low game or mid and low priority. No, they want to go for the high priority. They want to compete with Nvidia on their top of the line crap. I know it's biased right now because AMD released their benchmarks for what the Fury is, and it outperforms the 980 Ti, which basically
It's the Titan,
out-
essentially.
Yeah, the Titans.
yeah, it basically outperforms the Titan also. But at the same time, like the benchmarks were set to a certain thing, but at the same time, you could run it on another computer and you get a whole different benchmark. So we won't know until like PC Gamer,
A
Kotaku,
NAND
I
Tech.
don't-
We'll
like
get
other or Kick Guru, like once they get like their hands on the card and actually share their benchmarks, we won't know actually like good reviews on it.
And
Other
NAND
than
Tech
that-
is really, really good with that kind of stuff. I'm just checking their website now to see what I think they're just the basic information that everybody else got.
yeah.
Looks
but-
like.
Full disclosure, I'm running a 290X Stream water cooled right now, and the card is fucking fantastic. Well, let's be honest here. Even if AMD does that, it's an easy bake oven.
Well, here's the thing. Also, it's gonna be less because HBM. Like I'm not pulling this all out of my ass. I might be a little bit wrong on some of the information because I don't have it in front of me. I'm going off of memory. HBM is the new memory type. It's gonna be less energy hogging, so it creates a little bit less heat.
Yeah, but
It's
still,
also gonna be a smaller form build, so you're not gonna have like a card that's fucking this big in your case.
I know they're trying to jump down to the smaller profiles, considering that right now to have a full-scale, top-of-the-line gaming card, you need to have a case that is like 50 fucking inches long to
Well,
seat.
Yes.
But-
Here's the thing, like AMD, they're gonna have 3 different Furies. Fury X, I think it is gonna be liquid cooled from what the photos showed, it looks like it's going to be a 6-inch card with, of course, a closed loop liquid cooling to it, which will be outperforming the.
I don't think the. I think that you're thinking about the Nano one is the
No,
smaller
the
one.
Nano is going to be air cooled.
I don't think the liquid cooled one is 6 inches. I think it's a little bit bigger than
The
that.
photos look 6 inches, but
Either
That's
way.
what she said.
Either way, let's.
Uh,
Either way, if we're gonna be totally honest about this, and I'm just gonna jump like in with my drunken / tech
Rage mode.
talk here. If you're running a water cooled system, first off, you ain't got nothing to worry about because honestly, if you're running water cooled, you got the money to blow because you're looking at $500 for a custom water cooled set. Bottom
at least.
Yeah. So it's not a big deal, but honestly, the only negative I'm going to give AMD is that their chips run. You can literally bake fucking cupcakes in your case with
Oh,
an AMD.
I know.
So it's like I love AMD. I'm using a 290X. I love their fucking cards. I
That-
haven't really been a fan
That's
of
what they're trying to
AMD.
do differently with this new card. So
Yeah, but they
but-
designed the 290s to run hot. They've even come out and basically said, like, at the 290Xs, if your card is running like 80, 90 Celsius, not to worry. And most other cards, it's like, oh my god, I'm melting it, you know?
Okay, so final thoughts. What was your favorite part of E3, or what game are you looking forward to the most?
the most, I can only pick one.
Yes, keep it
Yeah.
short and sweet.
Final Fantasy VII, because of the remake, it's gonna be a hit and miss. You know, screw you. It's my time right now. I'm not. It's gonna be short.
Go.
I'm excited for it. It's gonna be a hit and miss though. They have a chance. They're taking it. It's gonna be two things. It's gonna be what we want, or it's gonna be utter crap. That's basically it.
Shadow.
South Park, my god. Dude, the Stick of Truth was like, if you like South Park, the Stick of Truth, go fucking buy it if you don't already have it. It's fantastic. It's not the best like RPG, but it's a hell of a lot better than most of the other games try to want to pretend to be. And if you like South Park, it's fucking fantastic. And I can't go. You can't go wrong with South Park. My God, South Park,
Fire.
guaranteed
Oh.
pre-order.
Bone.
Me? I gotta go with the HoloLens. It blew my mind. And I haven't felt that way about something in an incredibly long period of time. I watched the future happen in front of my eyes. It takes the cake. If it's anything like that, I'm sold.
This is Microsoft, though, man.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, Microsoft can still redeem themselves.
They did it.
Personally, Fallout 4. That's all I have to say. Fallout 4.
All right.
Torn, what do you think? Oh, I think
I'm a Star. I'm a Star Wars fan. I can't wait for Battlefront. Oh, what?
I'm gonna pre-order no matter what. It could suck dick and everything, and I'll still pre-order it.
All right. So that's all we have time for. That's our well over our hour.
I still think we should just go until we get bored, but whatever.
Well, we'll
Maybe
be still
after
be
we
on
actually have a
tonight.
backing.
Sponsored by nobody.
Sponsored
We'll be
by
back next week.
nobody.
Maybe
So
we
what
can discuss
So
more
what are we gonna do
E3.
after the fucking podcast? Drinking bullshit.
We'll still be on. We just won't be part of our recording right now. We'll be back next week.
With a new topic.
And that's all.
Who knows? Maybe beating baby seals.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow.
Yep.
We have Benson.
Shadow.
Ninja.
T-Bone and Torn Soul, who left.
Like that here, yeah.
All right.
Hasty E has joined the channel.